Good morning, everybody. Mrs. Norris here. So today I'm going to walk you through our next activity in our American Revolution unit. So you should already be where I'm going to get to right now, but we're looking at the activity Causes American Revolution. Okay. So let's look up at the top at our know, understand, and do. And we'll be using a HyperDoc, which is a document that has various links that you can click on to go to sites to find the information that's going to help you complete the task. Okay. And we're just doing a portion of a larger HyperDoc, and the portion we're looking at is the engage and explore. So let's look at our know, understand, and do. We're continuing our knowledge to answer the question of why was there an American Revolution? Hopefully by the end of this HyperDoc activity, you'll understand that after the war, the colonists became increasingly resentful of the continued presence of British troops, including soldiers who exhibited what some colonists considered to be coarse behavior, a daily reminder of their mother colony in their homeland. So what you're going to be doing is a HyperDoc, and you're going to use various resources to research the laws imposed on the colonists after the French and Indian War, and hopefully gain a better understanding of what drove the colonists to seek independence from British control. So the directions for this activity, and these directions apply to most of the rows. Not every single row has an image, but for most of the rows, you're going to click on the image in column 1. There's going to be a video or text or some kind of an interactive. So watch the video, read the text, or engage with the interactive. And then number 3, use that information to complete the task in column 2. So let's take a look. And as usual, I'm going to switch my account. So we're going to give it a second here just to link up. All right, there we go. So open to attach and submit. I'm going to go ahead and click on the open to attach and submit. And you can see my file here. Okay. So as the directions say, please keep your answers read so I know where the question ends and your work begins. The first thing that you're going to do for this activity is you're going to watch a video. So if you double click on the image, it's going to take you to a video screen. You're just going to watch the video. And then when it's done, save and close. Okay. Now on the left-hand column number 1, it says no taxation without representation. What does this quote mean to you? So hint, break it down. Ask yourself, what does taxation mean? What does representation mean? And now you put those two together and answer the question, what does no taxation without representation mean to you? And you're going to answer that question in the second column over here. Next question, would you pay a penny for each piece of paper you use at school? This includes any piece of paper a teacher gives you, why or why not. So even if it's paper that I've handed to you, like a handout or a packet, you would still have to pay a penny for it. Would you do that? Why or why not? And then scrolling down to the second page. So we have an interactive timeline for the American Revolution. And in a second, I'm going to show you that you're going to click on the image and it's going to take you to another screen, or it's going to give you a link to take you to another screen. When you're looking at this timeline, you're only looking at the years 750 to 775 to complete the task on the right-hand side. There's little hands in the middle to navigate left and right on the timeline. So if I click, here we are. Okay. Now for you, it may tell you that in the top right-hand corner, there might be a blue link that says enable flash. In some way, you might have to enable flash to complete this activity. But again, you're only looking from 750 and then using the little hand to 775, okay? And you can see that when you click or hover over each of these different images that are on the timeline, it's going to give you some kind of information. And if you click, so starting with Christopher's cookie board, it will tell you about that image, what it is, and what it means, things like that, okay? And then when you're ready to return, after you read, you can click the return button and it will take you back, okay? So for this task, you're going to click on the different event titles and artifacts. So an event title would be, for example, British troops in Boston, and it'll give you a little bit of information. Read it and then click close, okay? So you're going to click on the different event titles and artifacts. Remember, only 1750 to 1775. So from Ludwig's cookie board, which we just looked at, to the First Continental Congress, which is right here. Okay, the First Continental Congress. Choose one event and tell me 2 things you learned about it. Choose one artifact and tell me 2 things you learned about it. So an event would be any of these single line with a date, and then an artifact would be any of these images. So you're going to choose one event and one artifact and tell me 2 things that you learned about it. And that's it. So when you're done, you're going to come back to the assignments page and you're going to submit your work.